Revenge films.
I'm Ryan. I started working as a pharmacist after college. I was living alone until one rainy day something happened to me. I was working overtime and walking home fast in the rain. Then I saw a woman sitting on the park bench soaking wet. It didn't look normal and I approached her. She looked desperate and I couldn't just leave her there, so I invited her to my place. I asked her if she wanted to use the shower and she took it. I offered my clothes and a cup of tea. She thanked me and started telling me her story. She was 23 years old and her ex took her money and took off. She had nowhere to go. She was abandoned by her parents at a younger age and had nowhere to go. It was a terrible situation and I couldn't help but help her. I told her she could stay here for a while. Her name was Kimmy. Once she started to stay at my place, she did all the housework. As I watched her trying hard, I found myself admiring her. A month or so later, she told me how she felt about me and we started dating. Since we became official, she tried even harder with the housework, and I started thinking about marriage. Then a year later, I proposed to her and we got married. We moved into a new apartment and our life together couldn't be better. But after a while, it started to change. She gradually did less housework and lazed around at home. Without working, she was playing video games or talking with friends on the phone until late at night. When I talked to her about it, she would yell back at me.
Why are you blaming me? You're the husband. A husband should just work.
The situation got worse and she rarely made dinner anymore. When I got home tired, there was no dinner for me while she ate out with her friend. One day when I came home, she was playing her game drinking. I couldn't be quiet anymore and told her that she could have called me if there's no dinner for me. Then she brought me a plate with just a dinner roll, grabbed me by the arm with it, and pushed me into the bathroom.
If you want to eat that bad, you can eat it here.
Then she slammed the bathroom door. I was startled by this, and then I heard her bad-mouthing me from the living room. I peeked from the door and saw her doing a live stream on social media about me. I came out of the bedroom and said, "Stop it!"
Look, here is my dumb husband. He has a weird habit of eating in the bathroom.
The live stream was still going on. I was upset and angry, but she didn't take anything I said seriously and kept ridiculing me on the stream, so I went back to my room. Her childish actions and her apparent transformation before and after we got married shocked me, and the love I felt for her once was long gone. Her moral harassment towards me escalated day by day, and I started thinking about divorce. But just kicking her out wasn't enough for me. I wanted her to feel remorse. And I provoked her to keep harassing me so that she would record it for the live stream. When I told my senior colleague Bob about this, he was furious as if it happened to him. He said he would help me with my plan. One night when I got home after a long day, Kimmy was relaxing on the sofa as usual. An empty box of delivery pizza was on the table, and the empty beer cans were lying around. She saw me and said,
You came home just in time. Can you reorder some pizza for me? I used up the money, so can you pay for it from your pocket?
I just got paid a week ago and she used that up already? When I complained about this,
Then you need to earn more. Why don't you have 2 jobs?
she complained back to me. You're doing nothing at home. You should get a job. Just as imagined, she started the live stream.
Hi guys, my husband just moral harassed me. What do you think of a husband who demands forced labor?
I texted Bob to let him know her live stream started. He was supposed to record it, and I provoked her more. How could you call this moral harassment? I just told the truth. You do nothing and drink at home, no housework, but yelling at me all the time. Then she got mad and threw an empty can at me.
Shut up, it was you who picked me up and brought me here. I pretended to be domestic a little and you married me. Such a stupid man.
At that moment, I realized it was all her plan from the beginning. I was enraged.
An ordinary man like you could get married. You should thank me. There's nothing good about you. Not cool, not helpful, no fun. And you're complaining. You are such an ass.
She kept cursing me, which was good enough for the video. I took her phone out of her hand and stopped the stream. I took out the divorce paper that I prepared in advance and put it on the table. Now she completely changed and said, just like when I first saw her on the street,
"Are you abandoning me when I have nowhere to go?"
But she couldn't deceive me twice. I told her that I would sue her for moral harassment now that I had the evidence, which was her live stream I just had recorded. Now she had tears in her eyes.
You're all I have, don't you know?
It's no use. I made up my mind. You should go now. Then she changed back to mean herself again, clicking her tongue.
You ruined my plan of easy living.
The truth is out. I kicked her out and demanded compensation. By the way, she barely had any friends, so the viewers of her live stream were only a handful of her friends and my colleague, Bob. She provided me with enough evidence to owe me compensation in the end. She secretly saved up a portion of my salary regularly, but now she had to use it to pay me back. It was essentially my money, and it's not like she paid me, but at least the cost of living with her was sort of reimbursed, and she won't cost me any more. Sometime after the divorce, I saw Kimmy on the same park bench again. Then a guy approached her saying, "Are you okay?" She repeated it all over again.
My ex took my money and took off.
I came up to the guy and said, "You better watch out for that woman. It's all made up." And left. She waited for another me for a long time, but no one helped her. She became a thing in the neighborhood. They called her a bizarre woman living in the park. I felt a little sorry when she was dirty and hung around, but I decided never again would I be trapped and just passed her by. A few years after the divorce, I met someone else. I was completely over Kimmy. This time, I hope she's normal and hope we care about each other. But I'll be cautious.
How was today's video? If you enjoyed it, please subscribe, like, and leave a comment. Stay tuned for more.